Oh, man. He's at it again. Yesterday, I made a video on this dude, Stale 2000, who from here on out, I'm going to call Stale Gribble. Because if you look at the guy, you can clearly tell he needs a hat badly. But he made a response video to both Moist Critical and the internet as a whole, calling him out. And this video, well, we're gonna rightly criticize this response. This the worst response video I've ever seen.
Thank you for watching my video, Charlie. I enjoyed making it, almost as much as I enjoyed making this one. In this video, I will be clarifying some of my previous points, as well as responding to some very valid points that Moist Critical brought up.
It was your mistake, buddy! Fucking Spez wasn't behind you massaging your shoulders as you signed the deal with $1 Million Fan Show, which—
I moved too quickly. I didn't verify enough stuff. I didn't take responsibility that I should have as the top moderator of a major subreddit. This was my fault. And because of that, I got in a way that was probably justified in retrospect, but that's from my perspective. What about from the company's perspective?
From the company's perspective, it's gonna be the same goddamn thing. Dude, you were promoting a scam, and they took you off of being a Reddit mod. You're not a Reddit mod anymore, dude. You were got. It's plain as day. Like you said yourself. What more are you gonna say about it?
A company should be responsible for every aspect of its business. A company should take actions to maximize its success and minimize its failures. And playing the blame game for that doesn't work.
It does. You know why? Because now because you got removed, someone who shouldn't have been a Reddit mod in the first place, someone who shouldn't have had any kind of power on the internet in the first place, and you rightly got what was coming to you. Like, what do you expect people to do? Like, Reddit to do? Like, saying, oh, you're promoting a scam. Well, isn't that just the worst thing ever? You know, we're gonna give you a stern talking to and tell you, hey, buddy, you can't go on r/Big Chungus for the next 2 days.
It doesn't matter that it's my fault, because the company still suffers the negative consequences anyway. They suffer the reputational damage, they suffer some of the liability, they suffer the harm to its users. Most of the bad things that come about as a result of my mistake don't affect me, they affect Reddit.
Oh, dude, they certainly are affecting you, buddy. People are calling you the next big lolcow. And I'm not saying that lightly. Like, you're one of the new lolcows of 2026 already. I got a feeling this guy keeps this up, man, you're gonna see Stale Gribble a lot more on this channel.
Such, a company ought take actions to minimize such harm or mistakes, because they're the ones with the $50 billion company on the line, not me. I get to walk out of this with a laugh and some viral attention.
Viral attention that's negative, for one, and for two, it's exactly what you did. They were minimizing risk. They saw a problem. They got rid of it. You're no longer a Reddit mod, buddy. It's not that serious, bro.
Which I clearly brought onto myself. I mean, I wouldn't have made a public video otherwise, although I wasn't quite expecting things to get this big.
And even if you did have access to lawyers and other brand deals, it wouldn't have prevented something like this from happening.
It would have helped, because if there was a whole pipeline and process, I would have gone through those processes. And then—
You didn't need those processes, dude. Buddy. None of those processes you needed at all. All you need to think, you need to have one thought. And that thought was, should I be promoting a blatant scam on a subreddit, or on a place where there's a lot of foolish people that will easily fall for a scam, or is this the right thing to post in this subreddit? And it wasn't, and you did it anyway.
The vetting would have been done by Reddit itself, not me.
Anyone who has ever visited LSF in the last, 7 years will tell you it is not a subreddit for crazy, wacky clips of gaming and, stream fails or anything like that.
Your description of LSF is correct. Lately, there's been a lot of political drama that has pushed out other content. It's been such a big issue that I've been trying to think of solutions for months. But your response to me doesn't really make any sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? You were promoting something on there that wasn't supposed to be what the fucking subreddit was about. That's like, you know, like as a Reddit mod, if someone, I already made this point in the last video. Someone called Poopy Pants Diaper Boy starts making posts about how he's going to go onto a World of T-Shirts stream and tell him, hey, put the fries in the bag, and then do nothing else. Then that's not a live stream fail, dude. That's something that you should take action against. And they took action against you for doing the job you were supposed to do. You couldn't even do your own job on yourself.
Let's use an example to explain why. Let's say I were to claim, I want to add more gaming clips to LSF. And someone were to respond to me by saying, what do you mean more gaming clips? LSF doesn't have any gaming clips.
It does. You could easily argue that... God, I hate talking about Reddit. I already feel the cringe emanating and convulsing through my body. But like, imagine if like someone playing a video game, let's say TF2, and he says, "Hey, I'm live streaming," and then someone goes up to him and is like,
"Oh, you're live streaming? Let me say racial slurs into the mic as much as I can so that your stream gets banned."
And that would be a clip.
Well, my response to that response would be, yeah, you're right. That's why I want to add more gaming clips. You have noticed the problem, I have noticed the problem, and I want to take an action to fix it. Now, would clips from a live stream reality TV show do well in LSF, or would they just get downvoted into oblivion?
Well, no, they would. They would get downvoted into oblivion because they weren't supposed to fucking be there.
I'm not really sure, but I don't think the topic is so far off or so crazy that it would be impossible for these types of clips to do well. It's worth it to try.
Obviously, things would already be being clipped and posted on the LSF subreddit. Why would you be reaching out about a collaboration to ensure that happens when you know for a fact it already would?
You are partially right. Some clips would get posted. Some might even do well. But you would be surprised at how little clips get posted to LSF for how large of a subreddit it is. I counted, and as of this exact moment, there were 40 clips posted to LSF in the last 24 hours. That's not that many. My theory is, what if a dedicated editing team, or hell, one guy, spent full time trying to find good clips, titling them correctly, and posting them to LSF?
You mean something that people should do for free? Because this kind of shit is a hobby and not supposed to be a business? That's kind of the point of social media and Reddit as a whole. That's what the point of these videos I'm making right now. Hey, you, the viewer, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to comment something right now. What's the last thing you use social media for before coming onto YouTube? Just comment that below.
One guy find and edit 40 clips a day for a week and then post them to LSF, outnumbering all of the rest of the users combined? Maybe.
What would be the financial incentive for that? Reddit doesn't have good ads. They don't have a good service for ads. Like, maybe you could make a case for that on YouTube or something. I don't really know.
That is, of course, a very extreme example to demonstrate a point. A better number would be more like 4 a day. And what's 4 divided by 40? Well, that's 10%. I think that would be noticeable.
Why, though? LSF Best Clip is just the best clip from the event. Why does LSF's name need to be attached to it? I just don't even get this stretch goal here.
Let me pitch you the idea more directly, because I think it could be very funny. I don't mean a couple people find the best clips that happen on the show. Instead, I mean that there would be a timed competition where streamers compete to create clips on the fly, post them to LSF, and whoever could farm the subreddit the best wins.
So you want people to start rage baiting this subreddit into. I still can't comprehend what he's suggesting. Is he suggesting like make this subreddit into some kind of rage bait form, or like for people to intentionally do stupid things so that they can win prizes on this? I really can't see any logic there, dude. You know, you're really earning your merit badges here, Stale Gribble.
Let me brainstorm a couple examples to show why this could be very funny. What if Extra Emily purposely runs a red light and crashes a car? What if somebody gets a shot collar while wearing a Che Guevara t-shirt and then shocks somebody who's wearing a dog furry outfit?
Those all have happened on stream, and they were all intentional, and all the people who did those things were either arrested or didn't do much for them.
Heck, put them together. Extra Emily crashes a car into the furry. And I think streamers could come up with some ideas that are a lot more than the ones that I just did.
Who got a refund? I haven't seen anyone, posting receipts of getting a refund from the money they spent on this. Where are you getting that information from? That's a genuine question.
Regarding the $1 million fan situation, I realize that I clearly don't have all the information, so I don't want to comment on it that much. That being said, I did.
What do you mean you don't have all the information on it? You're a key figure in this, buddy. You really didn't see the problem of you not being a key figure in this. Like, you probably should have done a little bit more research into this before you even make this video in general. Like you just press record and you're like, okay, man, I'm totally gonna own Moist Critical and destroy his career with this one response video. Yeah, man, that's totally gonna happen.
Have a new piece of information available to show. The company has given me a redacted and time-stamped refund.
We're watching the new Epstein files
That you can see right here. Additionally, they say this is all they can provide right now, given user privacy laws.
It's not that nobody notices, it's that nobody's happy about it, where they can hide certain things or boost certain things. That's a bad thing. Everyone knows that it exists, and everyone knows that there is actual power in that. I don't think anyone actually disputes that.
Hey, I'm glad it's obvious to you too, but when I said Reddit moderators have power in my deadpan moderator voice, a lot of people made fun of me for it. But perhaps the perception of the egotistical Reddit moderator...
It's absolutely true. This is absolutely, this happens all the time on Reddit. It happens all the time on Discord. Anytime where you have mods that do this kind of shit for free and aren't active in that form. It's clear that you weren't active before in live stream fails, that you really didn't care much about the subreddit, so you did this for either money or... I don't know why you promoted that scam, but you did it anyway, so it really doesn't matter in the first place, but your ego is through the fucking roof considering you've made 2 videos about this situation, farming it so that you could become like some celebrity or lolcow or whatever.
Who looks funny and takes his unpaid janitorial duties way too seriously was too much for people to look past, and they couldn't see the truth of the matter. I'm not happy about it either. That is in fact exactly why I made these videos.
See, he admits it. He admits it. That's exactly what he did.
People who are looking at me in horror or laughter or pity should ask themselves what that says about the $50 billion platform that is Reddit.
What does it say about... We're not talking about Reddit, we're talking about you, dude. This whole situation has been about you. About your... there's not a lot of Reddit mods or even Reddit admins or anyone who would have done what you did, pal. Brony a scam blatantly like that. That when you have that amount of power, oh man, of course, what do you think was gonna happen? That they were gonna be like, and we're not gonna say absolutely anything. And when it did happen, did you expect to retain your mod position? No, of course it didn't. That's not what happened. You You were promoting a scam. You got removed as a mod from a subreddit, and that's the end of that. You're lucky that you're not being sued. You might be in the future. I don't know.
Take every insult that you have against me about how I'm incompetent, about how I'm biased, egotistical, power hungry, etc., all that, and ask yourself, how does that make you feel about Reddit, knowing that I was able to control one of the top subreddits on the platform for over a year with borderline dictatorial powers doing who knows what that you'll never find out about. And
You say that, and it's supposed to make you look good, dude? Is that supposed to make you look good? Like, yeah, no shit, there's a lot of Redditors there, but you said the quiet part out loud. What are you expecting us to say? Like, this is like Cyrax say, I'm not, you go after Tony, don't go after me, go after everyone else. But like, dude, you're the biggest figure in this scene right now of criticizing Reddit mods and like people who are power hungry and egotistical. It's reminding me a lot of a certain Chance Wilkins.
And then realize I am the bull in the china shop. I'm telling you these things directly. Forget about me. Think about all the other subreddits that exist. Think about how you have no idea who they are, what they're doing, and every time somebody like me gives you a peek under the curtain, society gawks at the insanity of all of it.
That they do, and then people make a fuss about it, and then that moderator gets removed. If anyone has watched Dolan Dark's channel, or Slop Live, I think it's called now, like, this happens about once a month where a Reddit mod does something stupid, and then they get removed, and that's the end of that. With you, it's the opposite. After you got removed from that situation, you've been going up and up and up in your ego, and trying to make people go after other Reddit mods, and really, we're just going after you for being egotistical.
You are a moderator in a subreddit. Why are you chasing down brand partnerships and collaborations, buddy?
I mean, you're an influencer with a platform. Why do you do it?
Is he? Oh my god! Is he really gonna start comparing Reddit mods to influencers? Yeah, bud. Moist Critical, and there's another big YouTube channel, a Jacksepticeye, who actually put out videos and content and all that. Yeah, they're comparable level of influence to Reddit mods. Reddit, dude, you could totally get an Instagram deal or some sponsorship on YouTube. Totally, bud.
You could say personal enrichment, but you don't strike me as somebody who's completely motivated by money. I could imagine you doing a brand deal or partnership, not for money, but just with a group that you think is cool for your community. Or maybe you just want to. And Reddit is a platform, like any other platform, and moderators are in charge of it. I know this is rare and nobody does this stuff.
It's rare and nobody does this stuff because it's a bad idea. This guy, looking at this guy and hearing him is making me angry and angrier. Thank you for watching this video. If Stale Gribble here makes another video, he's getting his own playlist. Right? It's not gonna be in Reddit videos by me playlist. He's getting his own.